All right, there she continues to still blow. This volcano in Hawaii that knows no end, no bounds, and right now they say just limited, but you never know. And for people looking at the state and leery about the state, maybe some perspective from the Premier Congresswoman from the state, Hawaii's Democratic Congresswoman Tulsi Gabbard. Congresswoman, thank you for taking the time.
Thanks, Neil. Aloha.
What's the latest?
The volcano is continuing to erupt in the lower Puna portion of Hawaii Island. Now, Hawaii Island is a very big island. It's also known as the Big Island, and this area that's affected in lower Puna is about 10 square miles. The volcano started out as a few separate eruptions within the community of Leilani subdivision, but it has now expanded and is currently flowing down actively into the ocean, having taken out over 600 homes, causing thousands of people to have to evacuate, leaving a lot of uncertainty because there is no way of knowing when this active eruption and flow will stop.
I'm wondering, and maybe it brought it more urgently to mind, Congresswoman, after this Guatemala earthquake, that stunned a lot of people, and as did the original count of those affected by it who were killed. Originally 37, now it's up to 110, another 200 missing, so those numbers could climb mightily. Do you look at that and look at what's happening here and say, wait a minute, the same could happen here?
Well, it's a testament to the community there in Puna, to our local civil defense, our National Guard, the first responders who have been on the ground, and people really tracking this very closely, the geologists there in Hawaii. So they're doing their best to be able to try to see, okay, where is the next eruption going to happen, and to try to make sure that people get out and are safe. And we have not had a single loss of life as a result of that. Now, the two kind of geological situations surrounding what's happening in Hawaii and what happened in Guatemala are different, in my understanding. But there are certainly dangers of the situation in Hawaii escalating based on the number of high-impact earthquakes that we continue to have. There was another one that just happened less than an hour ago there in Hawaii. So that's affecting the activity of the volcano and where the eruptions are occurring.
Now, it's also affected a lot of people's interest in going to the Big Island at all. Some about visiting Hawaii at all. Now, that might be extreme, the latter argument, but already, I guess, Royal Caribbean and Norwegian and Princess Cruise Lines have stopped visits to the Big Island. Do you think that was justified?
No, there was a lot of concern and people not really understanding the fact that there are many islands in the state, and the fact that the island where this active eruption is occurring is largely unaffected by the Kilauea volcano. Again, the area that's impacted is roughly 10 square miles in Lower Puna. The island itself is over 4,000 square miles. My understanding is Norwegian is going to begin their cruise stops on Hawaii Island starting next week, really in recognition whether you're in Hilo or Kona and anywhere else in the island. It's safe for people to go and visit. I want to mention before we go that one of the biggest causes of stress, obviously, is people losing their homes, losing their farms, losing their livelihoods, and really the uncertainty of how to begin again. And there are so many local people who are really heroes, the community standing up to help each other. Just this morning in Hawaii, in a few hours, they're going to be having a blessing for a lot full of tiny houses that they're building to help families who have no place else to go, led by a local small businessman, Gilbert Aguinaldo, who gathered together friends and fellow business owners in the county and the National Guard, and they've been spending the last few days building these little tiny houses now where families will be able to find shelter as they figure out the way ahead.
We wish you well. We wish your constituents well, all Hawaiians well through this. Congressman, thank you very, very much.
Thank you, Neil.